Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to Total War Attila Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. I gave you guys a little bit of a task in my previous video to hit 750 likes and you guys absolutely demolished the like target. I think the video is after a couple of days on like 1100 likes, which is absolutely insane, so thank you guys so much for all the love on that, and I will stay true to my word by bringing you guys a brand new campaign, little let's play here on the channel, which I'm really looking forward to. We're playing on the latest patch, which has the updated population, it has the one city provinces, and a ton more stuff that we'll hopefully explore and check out in the mod. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be run kind of like my Alexander the Great campaign, where it's going to be edited. I'm going to try and not edit it as much, but it's still going to be edited. As well as that, we're going to have a like target every single episode. I think this is a great way to basically just let me know when you guys are kind of getting bored of Let's Plays and want to watch something new or different, because I feel like Let's Plays can get stagnant as they go on for weeks and months. So basically the like target is there to basically tell me when you guys are bored and want to see something new. So if you want to keep on seeing this series, drop a like down below, and if we hit 500 likes, you guys will get yourself another episode. And then obviously as soon as that target stops being hit, I'll kind of do a couple more, and if the interest isn't there, I'll just move on. It's kind of like the best way to keep you guys entertained with the content that you want to see. So yeah, as I said, if this video gets 500 views but 500 likes, that's absolutely fine. It's all just down to the interaction on the channel. So if you are enjoying this series, want to see more, want to see me do more Let's Plays on this mod, then go ahead and hit that like button down below. So there was a few factions I was kind of looking at playing, you know, a bunch of these interesting ones, and I didn't really want to play anyone in the HRE because I know the HRE are getting a big old update with new scripts for them in the next couple patches, which basically give them like this massive map of all the electors and stuff. It's going to be really awesome, and so I feel like I'll hold off on doing them. Kind of the same with Italy, because you're either Sicily with your missions to conquer the HRE, or you're like Milan or Genoa who are already in the HRE. So, you know, there wasn't really much in Italy. I've already done France, I've done England and Spain before, so I think someone in Eastern Europe would be good. I took a look at Hungary. Hungary kind of starts off massive though. I think they have 5 provinces, a couple vassals. They're just really good. So I think one of the factions I'm going to be playing is Lithuania. I've always loved Lithuania. I love their kind of curved shields like this. I think it's really awesome. They're going to be pagan as well. They're Baltic paganism, so they're a different religion than Catholics, so we don't have to worry about the Crusades or anything. They have really cool units. They have very cool starting issues, and we're going to be obviously going to war with the HRE and moving in. I took a look at a few of the other ones like Poland and stuff, but Poland have a extremely difficult start, like super difficult. So yeah, I think Lithuania will be the faction we mess around with. But in the next campaign, if you guys want to see another campaign, I'm definitely up for messing around with a few other ones. You know, maybe trying to repel the Crusade, the Fifth Crusade could be kind of fun. There's like a ton of factions like Nicaea forming the Byzantine Empire and stuff. There's like so much you can do in this mod. So, you know, if these series do well, I will do plenty of them. But for now, we're going to play as Lithuania. We start off with a nice reduction in public order penalties due to other religions, which is really good because obviously we're going to be taking Catholic land as we penetrate the HRE. So it's really good to have that little less debuff. The public order hopefully won't be as much of an issue as we convert. We also get a little bit of extra loyalty, which is always nice. And then finally, if we are fighting in forest, swamps, marsh, tundra, we get a big boost to we get a big debuff to the enemy's morale and also to their fatigue rate, which doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, that really adds up. It really does. And then finally, we do get the debuff of minus 10% from industry and commerce, which is quite a big debuff, if I'm honest. That definitely adds up and really hurts your economy, especially as you move through to the mid to late game. But I guess it's just kind of there to show, you know, we are more of like a settled nomadic kind of tribe. We're not exactly, you know, as cultured, westernized as like, you know, France and England, or like, you know, the Italian states who rely very much on the trade of the Mediterranean and stuff. We kind of are, you know, more of off into the wastes up here in the northeast of Europe itself. As always, a massive shout out to all the modders working on 12.12. You guys are doing an amazing job, and we are definitely starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel for this campaign. I just can't wait until they add in the next couple periods. Oh, it's going to be great, and I can't wait until you guys get to experience this. You can definitely see from this campaign the progress they are making. So we have a war wariness, obviously. Luckily, we don't have to worry about the Pope because we are pagan, which is really, really nice. Not having to worry about religious issues is going to be absolutely huge. However, our winters are going to be brutal up here in the north. We need to try and get into Germany as quickly as possible. We also start off with a nice vassal, which is going to be a good thing to kind of protect our left flank, and securing a nice little military access with them would be pretty nice if they want to do that. They don't, but it's fine. We can wait a little bit longer. Also, getting a non-aggression with Kiev would be huge because they have a vassal as well. So I don't really want to fight two people at the beginning of the game if I can help it. Again, I could probably pay them a little bit for a non-aggression, and I think that's pretty important. Because as I said, I kind of want to go into a war against... Nice, non-aggression with them, which is huge, I think. As I said, I want to kind of go into the HRE more than anything else and secure ourselves land over there. In the south, I'm just not strong enough to fight these guys yet, even though they do have some really valuable resources. Fur and glass is going to be making a decent amount of money for sure. But I think our initial conquest is going to be the Teutonic Order. Wiping them out is going to be very, very important indeed. And I think this is a really good point as well for just having individual cities. Is stuff like the Teutonic Order, which were a powerful faction in the Middle Ages, you know, then normally would be reduced just to a 4-city province with one of the building slots being a port already, and one of them being a city centre. So you only ever have 2 city slots to really upgrade, and that's like your starting thing as the Teutonic Order. It just doesn't really make sense, right? So it's great to see that every single city is now individual. There's no provinces anymore, and everything is a 6 slot. It'd be interesting to see if they do decide to try and add any more. Something that would be really, really cool, I don't know if it's possible, to say if you upgrade a city to level 4, you unlock maybe a couple more building slots or something later on down the line, and they just appear. Something like that could be really cool, and maybe you could only have a couple of them per empire or something to really make the grand cities, because I imagine they could make some 8 or even 10 slot provinces. Maybe Constantinople could be like a 10 slot and Rome could be a 10 slot. That could be kind of really cool, honestly. But I'm very excited to see what they'll do. We don't start off with the greatest army, if I'm honest. These guys are pretty trashy. Yeah, in 12.12, morale of units is so bad on militia. The militia have 25 morale, meaning they'll basically just break right off the bat. Like literally, they get hit in the flank, they're gone. So upgrading to these Ducal Spearmen are very important. The morale is basically double. So yeah, getting a bunch of them in our army is very important because we need a front line for sure. What difficulty did I stick it on as well? Hard, right? How do I look? Is there a way to look? Game settings, maybe? Game settings? I thought it was in here. You could see the difficulty. Maybe not, though. Campaign, yeah, we were playing on it on hard. Yeah, it's good, because I'm not sure what the game's balanced for. I think it's hard, but I could be mistaken. Let's also turn the music up just a tad as well, as the music is awesome. So we'll upgrade these Ducal Spearmen to kind of be more of our front line. Our cavalry kind of sucks, but, you know, kind of is what it is. Building upgrade, we have... Oh, that's pretty good. Giving us more raiding income. Nice. Does cost us some cash, but it's fine. I really also hope that they add in the next tier of technology, because right now technology is kind of more not disappointing. Not disappointing is definitely not the right word, but it's not even underwhelming. It's kind of just basically something you can forget about. You just stick it on and leave it, let it going. Whereas it's so much fun in actual Total War, kind of going through these technologies and getting these upgrades and, you know, improving your civilization. So I can't wait until they do add in more. Obviously, you know, there's no point adding in the new tech if the buildings and stuff aren't ready for it. But yeah, I really can't wait until they add in the next 2 eras into the game and you get access to the tech, and the tech isn't 4 times per year, because these turn timers are just made so you can have a proper campaign. Realistically, these techs will be 5 instead of 20, you know, and these will be what, 6 or 7. More than, actually, these will be a little bit more, right? So yeah, so basically they'll be hard. This is 4 times the amount it will actually be. So yeah, I can't wait until the tech does get improved. We also do have access, obviously, to the offices, which we don't really have anyone a high enough level to upgrade. Oh, you could actually go in, though, my dude. Nice. What are you? You are Taskmaster. That's not that great. Do we have anyone better who could... research is pretty good, honestly. Leader, and supply. Okay, well, you can go in here. So I'm probably going to stick you as our governor. So now that's kind of cool as well. With the individual city provinces, you're going to have governors of cities instead of governors of regions, which is something quite cool. And then I can stick you in here, right? We get, public order construction cost. Wow, that's huge. The 10% construction cost down is really good, and the more money from commerce buildings is going to help weigh out the other debuffs we have. Nice. I think that's going to be our turn, right? We're recruiting. We've got nothing to build here. We're making good money, really good money, actually. Decision-wise, we have found the kingdom and found an empire, so just basic ones. It'd be kind of cool if there was ways to, like, unite with Poland and stuff. Obviously, that's a lot later. But still, it'd be kind of cool if they could, like, add more in, which I'm sure they're going to add in more for each faction. You know, at the end of the day, there's like 60-something factions, so there's a lot, a lot of individual events to add in. Militia increase is not bad, honestly. Especially the plus 10 militia recruits, but I don't think these guys are classed as militia. I think these are, these are just normal, like, more professional units, so that's probably going to be pretty useless to have. Extra army capacity is not bad. We're going to get more tax. I don't think we really need any of this, so we're just going to go with the settling the tribes. Gives us good money, gives us some more growth, and also gives us cheaper cavalry. And we're probably going to fill the last 2 slots that we have in the army with cavalry. So overall, a pretty good starting turn, I would say. We've hooked ourselves up quite nicely. When winter's over, we're going to start marching, I think, towards the Teutonic Order. And obviously trying to secure trade and agreements to the south. I think that's going to be, a solid setup. And Pomerania declaring war on our vassal. I mean, obviously we're going to have to defend them. And I think that's going to be fine, right? Because if we've secured non-aggressions to the south, I think we can take out the Teutonic Order and then go through our allies' territory and take these guys out. That's also a really nice thing about having individual cities. You're no longer having to make your decisions based on having to try and secure yourself a full province so you can get the most money out of it. You know, if your vassal has a certain city somewhere, that's fine. Even if it is like, because like before, if you had like a vassal controlling some of your territory in a province, you'd be like, oh, I want to go and kill them now because I want everything. But now it makes complete sense just to leave your vassal as a vassal, which is really cool indeed. So nice, he secured his office, which is good. Army's still building. So yeah, let's jump ahead until we're ready, I guess, to start pushing into Orygia and fighting the Teutonic Order. The Fifth Crusade has been called, and we should get a cool little cutscene next turn. Obviously, we don't have to worry about the Crusade because, it's nothing to do with us, which is good. Us being pagan, obviously. Well, that's really good as well. We don't have to worry about public order, really, whatsoever as we pull out. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at this as well. Population. How did I not mention this? So yeah, there's obviously every settlement has population now, which you draw from when you recruit. We have nobility, burghers, and peasantry. We also have tribal and foreigners, but they're not really going to be that important. I imagine foreigners are going to be more important when it comes to mercenaries. I also don't think that having a lot of a certain class affects your economy or other things quite yet. That's probably something they're going to add in. I know having a lot of population does affect stuff. So, for example, having a dense population will give you certain bonuses and certain negatives. Right now, we have a moderately dense population, which is giving us more squalor, but we are getting more money from all buildings. So you can kind of try and pack your cities and make a lot of money, but you'll have to outweigh the negatives whilst you do that. So it's kind of like an interesting trade-off for sure. But as you can see, most of our units, well, all of our units will come from a certain class. So for example, if I want to recruit the Ducal Spearmen, they will come from the Burgher class. So basically the like middle class, I'll draw soldiers from and, kind of outfit them with equipment and weapons. And my worser units will come from the peasants. So for example, my cavalry comes from peasantry. Again, and that'll draw population from them. So it's great to see that they've got population in the game. I'm really excited to see them develop it and see what they can do with it, because it's just, population is such a integral feature to the game. It really, really is. I can't believe, it's not properly in the game, even, I just wish it was in every Total War game, It's kind of sad that modders constantly keep bringing it back, and every time modders bring it back, everyone in the community is like, oh my god, this is so cool, population, that's such an awesome feature. It's like, yeah, it should just be in the game. And I know it is in Three Kingdoms, but not properly. Not properly at all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and probably fortify up next turn, and then we'll move in. I guess we could recruit... I guess we could move into enemy territory, but it's going to be winter, and our winters are harsh, so I'm not going to recruit. We're going to fortify next turn anyway to stop the winter from hurting us, so that's all good. Do we want to upgrade this? So this gives us morale whilst in friendly territory, or in this territory. It gives us public order. Not that we really need a public order. More money from raiding, and also gives us allows us to recruit priests, which are going to be pretty useful. And we have. That's a lot of money, though. 4.5 grand for that building. No, we're going to save our cash for now because I want to build some units and stuff, which is all good. I wonder if lowering our population, so that's 0.5 on the top two, does lowering our taxes affect it? I know it gives us growth, right? But does that affect population? It doesn't. It'd be cool if it does show it, because this is a really nice way of showing population, I think. It's very clear. It shows you everything you need to see. So... yeah, that's interesting. We could also lower taxes, though, because we're only missing out on, like, 300 gold. And we get, big growth bonuses, to upgrade our cities. So screw it, let's just do it. And it makes our cities happy as well. I always love going on low taxes whenever I can, honestly. It's always so useful. Okay, so winter should be coming to an end now, and then we'll be able to push into the Teutonic Order's lands. I'm pretty scared, though, because our cavalry... is obviously, oh yes please, because military access allows you to see their territory as well, so we'll be able to see everything in our vassals' land, which is really good. Oh yes, awesome, I love this. So this is the cutscene for the Fifth Crusade. Obviously it doesn't matter to us, but it's so cool that we get to see it, about the Pope calling a crusade, and it's just little stuff like this which makes me like, just makes me reminisce about previous Total Wars. I know there's some stuff like this in Warhammer, but there's not really that much, and it's just the small touches like this, which is so cool. I really hope they can get someone to do the voiceovers for this, if it's even possible to add in the voiceovers for it. It'd be really cool if they could get like officially Devon to do some of the voiceovers in the game, because he's obviously such a talented person. It'd be great to have him voicing the Pope or the narrator for the mod. That'd be so sick, actually. And again, add in a nice little bit. So there you go. The Fifth Crusade has been called. Nothing for us to worry about, at all. Being pagan, of course, we can ignore the Pope's, murmuring as we look to conquer and take out his loyal subjects. Killing the Teutonic Order is going to probably piss him off quite a lot. So winter is now up, but it is still very snowy out here. We don't take attrition, though. It's just very brutal movement. Okay, let's declare war on the Teutonic Order. We don't want to be completely barbaric by not declaring, our war. We'll get our vassal in on. Yeah, as I said, we should... Why can't we see his land? We got military access, didn't we? We should be able to see everything that he has. Are these guys not my vassal? I thought they were. Oh no, they're just my military. Oh, for a second I thought that these guys were my vassal, but they're not. They're just my military ally. Oh, well, screw me then. I thought they were my vassal. Apparently not. Unless I messed something up, but I don't think I did. But either way, we've declared war now. Let's move in. And as I was saying before I interrupted myself, I'm very, very nervous about the Teutonic Order. Their knights are going to be very difficult to kill. And as you guys know, like, my starting infantry is not good whatsoever. So, yeah, this is going to be a difficult fight, I think, if they decide to sally out or if they decide to sit inside the city. If they sit inside the city, we're going to try and do as much damage to it as possible. But yeah, destroying, like, fighting the Teutonic Order is going to be difficult. They've got decent infantry and their knights are just going to be unstoppable in the early game. When we have like peasant cavalry with 20 morale, They're going to get wiped away by heavy German knights. But at least we can fight. So let's see what they're set up. Oh, nice. We've got a rank gained as well on our guy. Oh, and he also got tax. That's huge. Yeah, this is amazing. He's got a tax assessor, so he will actually get more money for us, and he's the governor. And that's what I'm saying. It's so cool having like these individual governors getting these traits and stuff for being in their roles. And yeah, you know, he is acquiring stuff like this, which is going to be really helpful in the household. I definitely hope that that the modders do go back and revisit the skill. They haven't visited it to begin with, but they actually do develop a skill system and put a lot of time and effort into it, because having a good skill system, I think, adds so much to the character-based part of the game. You know, if you have multiple choices for being a governor, multiple choices for being a warrior, maybe multiple choices for being a campaign kind of like movement type guy, not a movement guy, but like loads of bonuses on the campaign map, loads of faction-wide bonuses. Having loads of options here, I think, adds so much to the character. It makes you get connected to your characters and makes you get sad when they die and excited when they level up, because you're like, oh yes, I can now finally get this upgrade. Whereas with the basic Attila setup, it's like, great, I've got 2 more authority. What an amazing turn of events I've gotten, you know. And you literally actually do at level 10 get everything here. So it's just like there's no difficult choices to make when upgrading characters and stuff. So I think this is like a very important thing. Hopefully they'll take a look at when they have the time, you know, to do so, because it would be really, really cool if they did do that. So yeah, the army is in position. We can now move on. Oh, why the hell are they on boats? Okay, well, either way, we're just going to engage them. Oh my god, that Panther power bar! Are their men really that much better than mine? I mean, what do they have? Prussian archers, some crossbowmen? No, these guys are trash. Prussian archers are good. And then some spearmen who aren't that good. I guess it's just all the knights. Yeah, I guess it's just all the knights. Well, either way, we will go ahead and start recruiting siege equipment, because I want to at least destroy the walls. Sieges in 1212 are very difficult, especially in the early game, because the towers shoot really fast, you know, to kind of simulate the difficulty of a siege, as well as that the units you're bringing are trash. These militia spearmen have 15 morale. You can see it on the left hand side. That unit is, if that unit's the first one over the walls, they're just going to break, right? They're just not going to stand a chance getting over the walls. You know, under missile fire, under infantry waiting for them braced, they're going to get slaughtered. So sieges are very difficult, much like they should be, you know. Trying to siege out a town for a couple turns, build up the siege, you know, try and make a breach through the siege escalation is really important. And luckily, we don't have to do a siege, because I was dreading actually having to fight this siege. They're actually going to sally out. Their cavalry is going to be on foot, but the knights themselves, or at least these guys, are going to be on foot, on the boats coming in. So we just have to deal with the garrison, and then we should be able to turn and deal with this. Okay, well, let's dive in for our first battle of the campaign. If we win this, then we can basically take the city for free, which is amazing, because, yeah, as I was going on about, like, city sieges with low tier units are a massacre. We would not stand a chance, so I'm happy that we get to fight this on the field, because we do also have 6 units of crappy but good cavalry. Oh, nice. And for once, there's not like a ridiculous amount of mist on the battlefield. We can actually see what's going on. And as you can see here, the game does look pretty goddamn nice. And you can also see why these units, you know, are as trashy as they are. They're literally like a militiaman given... Some of these guys, like most of these guys don't even have helmets, you know. They've given a shield and a spear and told to go off to war with barely any training, you know. And that's how it's supposed to be simulated. Whereas compared to like our Ducal Spearmen, you know, these guys have been given military training. They've got some good armor on. They're all of them have got helmets, you know, the most important thing. So you can definitely see the difference in quality of units, which is always so cool to see. So let's set up our force. I'm assuming they're going to have a lot of cavalry, which is going to be a bit of an issue. So let's go ahead and set up there. We'll set some extra guys on the flank, our weaker infantry on the flank. We need our center to hold. And then we'll have some of our infantry, I guess, can sit a little bit further back. Javelins, I guess, can sit just here. And then our cavalry. I'm going to stick like most our cavalry over on this side. And then just a small detachment over on this side. Seems pretty good. And then our king can kind of sit a bit further back, avoiding their missiles. So let's start the battle. Oh, they're just going to charge at me, aren't they? Yeah, I know it. God, sometimes the AI is just so stupid. Let's form up spear wall. The AI is just going to basically charge my spears by themselves. Which, don't get me wrong, maybe historically that would work at this time period. You know, heavy German knights, you know, a lot of the time they would charge infantry lines. However, Attila isn't doing that. You know, Attila isn't charging my spears because it thinks it was historically accurate at the time. It's charging it because it's stupid. You know, that's all it's doing. You know, this is like a death sentence for them. Even if they do break through, it's not going to go too well. At least they're sending some cavalry off here, but again, it's so ill-supported. Let's go on skirmisher mode with all of these guys and just harass them. Cavalry coming in. And pretty impactful, honestly. That's not a bad charge, but look at all that javelins coming in as well. Probably doing a lot of friendly fire, but let's move up some infantry in there now as well. Could even throw in my general unit. Looking just to harass their cavalry. And I think we also have heavy shot as well, which would be great. Yeah, let's try and bring down this Schruderbruder as quickly as possible. Yeah, like, that's just, like, so dumb. And, you know, it's such a shame that it's like that sometimes, you know. Luckily, you know, with the quality of cavalry in 1212, that you can kind of get away with that happening just because the cavalry is really good. They're going to get me? Oh, no. Why isn't this unit running? Oh, my God. Run, oh, my God. How is that cavalry not running? We need to get this horse over here as well. ASAP. No, that cavalry wasn't on skirmish mode. And it's going to suffer the price. Just keep on harassing them if you can. We've done, like, no damage to this unit either. My God. Okay, let's start dispatching some spears back here. Something like that, I think. Yeah, you guys all get out of square formation as well. We're going to, or spear wall, we're going to have to engage this cavalry if we can. Let's just charge in. Let's try and envelop it. I think it's not going to be a good charge for us. Oh, yeah, that was brutal. But we will try our best to come around. I even bring over the king as well. Got spearmen coming in to help out. Javelin shoot. You guys actually get stuck in. And yeah, this unit of cavalry can just chase down mine. Oh, we also have their general coming in as well. I did not think about him. That's fine. You guys just turn. Look at that one unit. It's causing me quite a lot of issues, honestly. Guys, form up quickly. Form up. Yeah, oh my God, look at that as well. My peasant cavalry just getting ripped away by the heavier German horse. As I said, it's to be expected. Oh, we've got another unit coming back here. Which is, again, fine. We also have to be very cautious of their men on the boats making their way in. You know, when these guys do land, it's going to be some heavy infantry, and obviously they have the rest of the garrison as well. Which is mainly set up. I wasn't in spear wall, that's not good. Either way, let's just get as many spears over here as possible. Killing that general is going to be very important, so let's just try and get over there. And the rest of the cavalry can just harass. Yeah, the rest of the cavalry can just move in and harass them, yeah. Yeah, look at that, the heavy horse. German knights proving quite difficult, you know, to deal with. And they've got more horse coming in as well. Oh my God. Fuck. Form up quickly, boys. Javelins all move in. Oh man, I really want to deal with this as well before it gets off the boats. Throwing our king up to help out as well. Maybe we can rear charge our king. Do they brace in time? Oh, I don't know if they did brace in time. Either way, you guys come around the back and envelop them. We'll get our king in. Yeah, killing their general is going to be huge. Oh my God, somehow they've managed to engage our horse. None of you guys on skirmish mode? Okay, you guys engage that. Okay, these German knights are proving pretty difficult, honestly. Luckily, we're slaughtering them as they pull out. That's good. And then we just throw in with our general. Our general is a lot lighter than theirs, obviously, but hopefully, with the support of the spearmen and stuff, we'll actually be able to hold our own against them. I mean, with the spearmen coming in as well. Screw it, just get stuck in. You should throw a javelin as you go in, right? Or not? No. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult fight. Hopefully we can kill that. You guys form up. We're not going to be able to catch them. As I said, I want to make sure I can kill their men on the boats. Maybe their men on the boats won't even come down, though. Oh, and we can war cry as well. Perfect. Bring them down, boys. Bring them down. Heavy fighting. Man, look how much nicer my reshader looks. So much more life. Nice. Kill their general. That's good. Kill that cavalry. Okay, we can go turn around. Even though we are kind of struggling to deal with that other unit. But make sure we kill that general. And then I'll take the rest of my cavalry back here. And then reform up my infantry back here, I guess. We have to deal with all of this coming in. But as I said, I want to make sure I try and kill as much of these boatmen as I can. Okay, so it seems like their boats are just having, you know, kind of get another thing with the Total War AI sometimes. How difficult is it to land some men from a boat, you know? it shouldn't be that difficult, but it seems like the AI is struggling. So we are going to turn around and look to engage them. I mean, as I said, they mainly just have a lot of missiles, so it shouldn't be too difficult to finish them off. But we all move in. Obviously, we've just managed to win this cavalry fight up here, which is huge. So if we just throw our cavalry around, we should be able to clear up their archers and then move our way through. And in the hopes that the AI does deploy their men at some point, would be nice. So let's just charge them. We're going to take a bit of fire, obviously, from the first initial volleys, but I mean, you guys even break formation as well. It's really going to be up to the cavalry coming in here, breaking them. If we can just crush through them, these are obviously going to be low units, yeah. Oh, Prussian archers. These guys are actually pretty decent. Yeah, the Prussian archers are actually pretty good. So we need to make sure we run them down. Engaging the rest of this is going to be important. Obviously, getting in on the crossbows is going to be important. Maybe sending a unit of cavalry here would be great. Or do we just kill the rest of their missiles? Yeah, I think sending off our cavalry to kill missiles is really important, rather than dealing with the infantry. Because the infantry fight is going to be pretty even anyway. Like, our Ducal spearmen should win this. So we'll send the rest of our men off to kill missiles, because they're the ones who are going to be racking up the damage. Let's just send some spearmen to chase. Man, the Attila AI. How difficult is this to land ships, man? God damn it. Sometimes it triggers me to no end. But either way, the cavalry is wrapping up now. Perfect. Just, yeah, continue to chase them down. We're killing infantry there. I will chase down a few of these men as well, because the more men we do chase down, the easier things will be. Get off skirmish mode as well. The easier things will be when it comes to taking the city. Less men to defend against us, obviously. So, oh, are they going to do it? Nope, of course we're not going to land. Why would they? So we've managed to wrap up the rest of the enemy army now. It's just basically these soldiers who are refusing to get off the boats, just sailing up and down, having a party, watching the battle unfold. But for the rest of the enemy army, we've taken it down quite nicely. Maybe they will. Maybe they will finally land and we can kill them. If not, we'll just have to... Oh, they're landing, I think. Are they landing? Please land. No, land. We're right here. Come on. Yeah, we'll just have to wait out the timer now. It's so stupid, but literally nothing we can do. Oh, god damn. The AI is landing, finally. Huzzah. Okay, well, none of my men are over there, but the AI has landed, 20 minutes into the battle, so... let's get some men over here. Thank God they are actually landing, though. That's good. It saves me a lot of time. Should not have taken them 20 minutes to do it, though. Let's be honest. But anyway, our cavalry can just harass them as they get off the boats. Obviously, killing their missiles is going to be very important. We just need to get spearmen over here now as quickly as possible. Yeah, very, very important. Obviously, everyone shouldn't be on shield wall, just in case you guys are. Double check. No one's on shield wall. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's just harass them. And hopefully still claim victory. Okay, so they did actually manage to rout some of our cavalry. I pulled it back because of the crossbows, but now our spearmen should be able to engage them, and then our rest of our melee cavalry will be enough to wrap them up. Obviously, we are going to be taking a bit more, extra damage from this battle because I was just triple speeding through it, hoping that we could rack it up and finish the battle, but that's fine. Shouldn't be that much more. Cavalry is already coming in. This is our medium. No, this is General's Bodyguard, and then we also have this unit as well, which is a little bit heavier. But yeah, we'll just chase down their Livonian order guys, and then, yeah, with more spearmen. Oh my god, them spearmen have actually broken as well. What the hell? Oh my god, if we end up losing this battle, that's going to be ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Rest of our cavalry can come in here as well now. Spearmen, throw away to your heart's content. These guys good spearmen? No, these are my trash spearmen again. Might lose a couple more extra units here if I'm not careful. We do have a war cry though. War cry all of this. Hopefully try and make this unit break. There's a lot of cavalry in on it, so the hopes are that it will just be overrun. And that it is. So we should just be able to pull out and maybe rear charge here. Gonna lose another unit of our peasants though, unfortunately. Maybe just try and rear charge this unit of heavy. I mean, this is like good, heavy melee infantry, so it's not like this is bad, but we got so much cavalry pouring in now as well. Should be enough just to rack up the killing blows. And we've got so many spearmen coming in as well. More reinforcements. Come on, just break already. They just lost a lot of their men there. With the charge coming in as well, their morales are looking good. Infantry moving in. Come on, just break already. Oh my god, we lost more cavalry there. Our peasant cavalry is trash. It really is. And there we go, boom. I'm going to make sure we chase down these guys, but yeah, that was a much more difficult battle than it needed to be, I think, honestly. Stop shooting friendly units, please. Yeah, we'll chase down remnants of these guys just so we can quickly like auto-resolve the city. But nice, already securing ourselves a second city is going to be very, very useful when it comes to pushing into the HRE and securing that for the the glorious Lithuanian kingdom. Yeah, well, soon to be kingdom for sure. So there we go. You can see our cavalry taking a big brunt, but these guys are cheap and kind of meant to. We kill basically everything else. So we have a few options. We can take on some money, take on warriors, or kill the captains. Let's take on the warriors, because now with population being a thing and you drawing men from your population to replenish, it's probably pretty important that you do bring as many as possible into, you take on as many like bonuses to replenishment as you can. Also, oh no, okay, so another one of our vassals have also been declared war on by Silesia. Yeah, well, we'll join them again. We are fighting in against the Catholics in the west, so yeah, pretty important. Nice, we killed the Grand Order General as well. That's pretty nice. Our general leveled up. Again, what we gonna get, boys? Ooh, oh, crazy upgrades. That one authority, huge. Let's grab some zeal as well. Yeah, sure. This is such a bad system in Attila. We should be able to take the city though without any issues. Don't really know why it's lagging, but there we go. Seems fine now. All good. So yeah, taking the city. Hopefully we didn't take many casualties. We actually did take 200 casualties there, just killing the remnants of them. But whatever, we got the city. So we can loot and occupy. We can subjugate them, subjugate the Teutonic Order. Occupy or sack. I think I'm just going to occupy it. We don't need the money right now, and I don't want to really destroy the settlement. And it is actually very much already my religion as well. Awesome. Nice. So obviously we're going to dismantle this church. Yeah, let's dismantle the church. We obviously want to keep the jetty around, keep a fort there, and then we have a baker, which is what for me? It's just like a normal food building. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Well, let's repair that, and there you go. Just like that, the Lithuanian Order is growing quite nicely, especially with our vassal down there as well. That's cool. Okay, perfect. Nice, nice, nice. So anything down here in the south we need to worry about? Don't think so. Public order is probably going to be okay as well after this initial thing goes down. So we'll grab that, and then for non-mercenary units. Recruitment cost for non-mercenary units, so just normal units then, right? That's such a dumb thing to do, to say. I guess we'll just get 2 points in that. Yeah, I guess we'll just get 2 points in that, so our units are cheaper to recruit. We can't recruit anything down here, though. And then we also have the army level up as well. Yeah, this would be really cool as well to level up, you know, change all of these to be unique per culture group. So, like, France have various, like, and maybe have like a generic one for each culture group, and then have some special specific factions. Like England get better bonuses to longbows, France get better bonuses to knights, but like the majority of their traditions are very similar because they're Western Europeans. Then just having like a side thing like this, which is more about which is more about kind of the actual faction itself, so you can kind of go down more of that heavy knight route. We'll pick up the morale because the extra 6 morale goes a long way with our units, so I'll grab that up. How's the population looking here? So no nobles whatsoever, 94 of them. You got 1,600 burghers and only 900 peasants, so barely anyone here. Okay, we'll have to do some stuff about that. But yeah, so far pretty good. How much do we need for a kingdom? We need 2 more cities for a kingdom, which I think we can definitely form. You know, taking both of these into the HRE, and then, you know, world's our oyster. We could even go down south now and take out both of these guys if we wanted to, honestly. Definitely a possibility. But for now, we'll just end the turn. Oh yeah, new governor as well. Do we have anyone good? Leader, supplier. And your researcher. Okay, yeah, you can go in, my dude. Sure. Another edict here as well. No, we need more state religion, if anything. Yeah, we'll just get the growth. That's good. Nice. GG, easy. So we'll definitely build that wood building there. Start getting some good trade resources. I mean, I don't really know what else. Probably maybe a religious building here just to help us out. Battle the Catholics. The Catholic religion should go down now when we dismantle the church. So that's pretty useful as well. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, no. I forgot that stuff like this was in the mod. The Mongols are coming. No. Word has arrived of a great power arising in the east. looks to conquer everything in its path, mobile, fast, and it's on its way to Europe. Hopefully it goes down a lot, like hopefully it goes through here more than up here, because I'm quite like north, in the north. Hopefully it bypasses us. But the Mongols are on their way, and it's so cool that there's events like this. There's also an event about the Black Plague that demolishes your game for like 20 turns. It's just loads of negative effects, and you're just trying to get through it. Maybe we'll see it in this Let's Play. But yeah, it's brutal. Almost as brutal as winter is. Luckily, we are just replenishing, so not too much to worry about. But again, you're seeing like our population being drained and stuff, which is scary. But yeah, let's convert some of this. So do we want it to be a walled city, or do we want it to be a fort? I think a city. This is a port town. I think making this into a city is good, because hopefully eventually, once we take this and push more in, we shouldn't have to worry about defending it too much. So I'm gonna make this into a city. Over here we need more food. Probably something that gives us more money, which I think the cattle herds give us money, right? Also gives us pop growth. That's 400 gold. Oh, the sheeps I think give us the most money. Okay, we don't really need food too much now. Let's get the sheep herders. And again, we'll destroy this building down and build a wood resource next turn. I guess we will level up taxes. Just so we're making money. And then these cities are not unhappy, but they're not, yeah, they're not really unhappy either. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Demolishing the chapel, giving us some good cash. We can see our vassal out here, or not our vassal, our ally out here, getting ready to defeat anyone coming his way. Perfect. So, yeah, I think we just end the turn again. We need to build up our army. And then I assume we go into Pomerania, I guess, will be our target to secure next, you know, unless the Mongols come in and cause us some big issues. Nice. The chapel is now no longer here, so we can get rid of that and then actually take a look at what we want to build. There's probably a handful of things we could pick up. The Jewish communities are really good because they give you a ton of money from banking. And they give you some extra, I think at level 2, they give you, yeah, an extra, or maybe not. At level 3, they give you the plus interest on your treasury every single turn. You can build a few of these and it adds up, you know. If you build like 4 of these, you're getting 4% every single turn. You know, that adds up, you know. You get 10 grand in your treasury, you're making 400 gold extra every single turn just from these buildings, as well as all the money from banking and stuff. So the Jewish communities are great. I don't think we need them quite yet. And also, one of the things as well to mention, in the mod, even though they've got rid of the province system, there's still, you know, buildings that give you bonuses to the adjacent regions. So you can still kind of combine cities, help them support one another. You know, by here, we're building a stream that's going to benefit all the other settlements that are attached to this settlement. So, for example, by building a stream here, these two are going to be getting extra sanitation and stuff. So, you know, even though the province system is kind of out the window, there's still ways to kind of incorporate that and make cities feel together. We don't really need a military barracks here. Again, I don't want to make money here. So I think either... Oh, yeah, we want a woodworker, right? It's a no-brainer. We get wood, we get population growth from the burghers, and we also get some money from industry. Even though we make less money from our industry, I think it's still important to, yeah, to take a look at that. Because where is it? Right here. We get 10% less from industry and commerce, but still, I think we still try and, you know, it's a wood resource. It will help us trade, and I think the trade resource will be more than good enough. Oh, you guys are at war with a handful of people. Less of Poland and someone down here, I think. Yeah, I think this faction here. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good for us. Do you want to trade? Oh, you might actually. A little bit of money. You guys got wine. Maybe like 500 gold. That's fine. When our resource is done, they'll probably be a lot more likely to trade with us. So for now, our army is just replenishing. Probably wait until the next winter has been, and then we'll march to war again. Yeah, seems like a good plan. So our army is almost replenished. We also now have a population surplus down here in the south, so we can actually upgrade this. And we have a bit of money to achieve that. I'm not really sure what we want to pick up. We do have... Oh, we can actually get a woodworkers as well. Why can we get a woodworker here? I wonder... We should, yeah, we can now actually get a beekeeper as well here, because we do get access to the candle resource, or I guess the wax resource here, so we can secure that. Is a woodworker just... Maybe it's not a specific building. Did I miss the specific wood building? I must have, right? Oh well, it's a good building to have nonetheless. But yeah, down here in the south, we're going to take advantage of that wax. We're going to get a beekeeper because the bees are very important to the ecosystem. So let's grab that up. It gives us public order as well, which is pretty good. You know, give us squalor eventually, but public order will be a nice little bonus there. The army, I think, next turn. So next turn is winter. We eat through that, and then we push on to attack Pomerania. Unfortunately, we can't recruit any better men, which would be nice, but it's fine. We'll move on and, yeah, look to engage them. And then the rest of our cities are upgrading quite nicely. But growth is really good on our cities with all these bonuses. I mean, realistically, I feel like the growth maybe could be slowed down a bit. But obviously, as they add in more technology and stuff like that growth and population growth and stuff will be balanced out. Because right now, everything is just focused solely on making the early game good. So because of that, you know, a lot of stuff is inflated because it's like 4 turns per year and stuff. So it's going to be very interesting. Eventually, the mod is going to be 1 turn per year, but every single turn is going to be a new season. So you're still going to get the 4 seasons. It's just every year is going to be a different season, for example, which I like the way they're doing it. They're trying to cover a lot of history, so it completely makes sense so that they are planning on doing that. So as I said, we will wait out the winter. We have also secured a good trade agreement as well in the south, which is huge. That's going to give us a bit more money and stuff. So, I mean, maybe these guys will want to trade now. Still not wanting to. That's fine, though. Maybe being friends with their vassal is going to be good. Oh, yeah, Sweden as well. You don't sound very Swedish, my friend. But I will accept that. Okay. Sweden's actually pretty powerful. They can muster a decent army very early on, so we have to be careful. But nice. Next turn, we ride out and we look to take on Pomerania. Killing them will be obviously a big blow. I'm very interested to find out as well what's happening in the HRE. Is Sicily winning that, you know, claim for the HRE? Did they push their claim for the HRE? Is the HRE excommunicated? There's a lot of stuff going on over there. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how that all plays out. But nice. So we're making amazing money. Armies moving out. We obviously already have military access through our vassal. What we should do actually, or through our allies, sorry, we can set a war target on Pomerania. Hopefully they'll send men, and if we just sit there sieging them, we can maybe use that to our advantage. And Pomerania shouldn't be as difficult. I mean, the city is bigger, so the city will have a bigger garrison, I assume. Yeah, the garrison's okay. That's actually a bigger garrison than what we fought over here. But their men should be worse. We shouldn't have to worry about having to fight German knights or anything, so that should be okay. Nice. Well, I think we'll do one more turn, see if anything happens, and then we'll call it there for the first episode, guys. And obviously, if you enjoyed this, you want to see more, drop a like down below. As I said, 500 likes, and I will do another episode for you guys. This should be pretty easily obtainable. Fuck, that's not good. Yeah, that's annoying, because the Swedish can muster a couple armies, and I kind of had a feeling that they would do that. But that's fine. Hopefully they don't sail down and attack our port. We're going to have to build like a garrison army up in Riga, just to hold that a bit firm. And obviously we could also get attacked by the Mongols as well. Luckily we can see if they are coming, because our trade agreement, so that's okay. But yeah, for now, let's move into enemy territory. We could raid if we wanted to. We're making so much money. I might muster another army soon. I guess we'll sit here. Yeah, I guess we'll just sit here and see what happens. They're not sending any men, which is fine. But yeah, we definitely could think about raising another army. Our squalor is already really bad. Yeah, let's just leave that for now. We'll probably have to build like a squalor building here at some point. Because again, it'd be pretty good to have this building having, you know, a squalor bonus to everything, because it touches so many cities, right? It's in the center of our empire. Soon to be empire, you know. Eventually I probably will conquer this, so having that will be good. Okay, so our army's moved up. Nice. So that's where we will leave it this turn. Making very good money. Buildings are all on the go. We could improve this, maybe? Unfortunately, there's no point in getting a military jetty yet, because there's no naval units, but that's fine. It always seems like you make so much money from buildings in this mod. I feel like the negatives should be worse, or the money should be less. Like, you make 900 gold from this building. It pays for itself in like 4 or 5 turns. Literally 5 turns this building pays for itself. But that's obviously just the way they're developing it, so interesting to see how that does play out. I just feel like you can make a ton of money But there's obviously going to be ways to deal with that. But yeah, trade jetty. I mean, obviously you do also get public order issues and squalor issues and stuff as well. So, you know, I'm sure everything is going to be, you know, developed. And you can already see like our growth is just bounding up. I feel like growth definitely needs to be slowing down. Because what? How many turns are we in? We are 13 turns in, and I'm already upgrading like all my cities like mad. So I'd like to see that like kind of tone down a little bit. But again, I'm sure we will see balancing coming in as more and more stuff gets added into the mod. But there we go, guys. That's where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like and a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.